Hi boys and girls, it's so lovely to be back on Tuesday. You're in your house, me in mine. And for some of you it may not be for that much longer and you'll be able to come back to preschool, which is rather exciting. Right boys and girls, we're going to start off singing the song that we learnt yesterday, but it's a song that we already know the words to because it's this song here, I'm growing, and it means you're growing on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and even on Sunday, because every day that you eat your vegetables up and your fruit and you go to bed and sleep beautifully, that's when you grow. So let's sing this song together. It's a fun song and it helps us to learn the days of the week. I'm growing, I'm growing, growing every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. And I hope you guys are doing your very, very best to eat everything that's healthy for you. It's fun to have some treats sometimes, but it is very, very, very important to have lots of fruit and vegetables. Now, boys and girls, I'm going to put my guitar down here because I've got the biggest surprise to show you. Oops, very carefully. Now, here is the box where Steve planted his little wee bean seeds. Look at them. Now, yesterday I showed you the box that we had just in our living room by the window, but these ones were tucked under our beautiful warm heater. And look how much they have grown. And isn't it interesting, boys and girls? Have a look, because this is the outside of the seed. That little pink seed, that's the outside of the seed that the plant has emerged from. So what's happened is the little leaves have come out and the roots have come out and they've grown. And these lovely plants have grown because not only were they in the light, but they were growing towards the source of heat, which was our heat pump. And look at this one here. It's actually, the leaves haven't come out, but the seed is still there. So the stems come out and it's still got part of the little bean seed. But look at the beautiful leaves on these. Isn't that wonderful? And there's how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 little seeds growing. And I think some naughty little caterpillar has come because Steve put these outside yesterday and nibbled that one, Steve. Look, it's been eaten right off. But look at these other beautiful ones. Aren't they growing beautifully? And look, you can see the little bean, the little seed here that's going to open up. And out of that, see, there's the bean. And its stems growing down with its little roots. And out the top are the leaves coming. It's so magical. Now, boys and girls, what Steve's going to put on the screen now is he got our other little seed box and he popped the camera right in front of it and he took a long video. It was about 3 or 4 hours just during the afternoon. And look what's happened. So when you look at this little box and you look at the little seeds that are in it and the little wee leaves emerging, you don't realize that they're actually growing right in front of your eyes. And look how the little shoots come up and look how it's pushed through and it's pushed the little coat of the seed off itself and it's growing up to where it's lovely and sunny and warm. And that's nature's way. Plants need warmth. They need the dark for the seed to be planted first, and then they need to come up and grow towards the sun or the warmth, because that's how the little plant makes its food.
It's called time lapse.
Yes, what Steve has done is taken a time lapse. So he's taken a video and sped it up, and that's only would have been about 3 or 4 hours, wasn't it, Steve?
It was longer.
Oh, was it a little
6
bit longer?
hours. 6 hours, yeah.
So look at this, boys and girls. It's so magical. 6 hours just all squashed up, and you can see how the little plant during the day, one day, has grown. It's absolutely amazing. Gorgeous. Okay, my little sweethearts, we're going to put that down. You're going to be talking about the bean seed a bit more tomorrow. But I did some rather tricky things because I've got something else to show you, because we've been talking about the parts of a plant. Now this is a little weed. You can tell that my garden isn't the best of gardens because this is a weed that's grown in our garden, but it clearly shows you every plant just about is the same. At the bottom it has the roots, and look, the roots go right through the soil, picking up water and taking in the minerals, lovely, lovely, delicious minerals, and then they're taken up the stem to the leaves of the plant, and it's the leaves that will be making the food, which Marianne's going to be talking about. They're just like little wee factories, those leaves. And it's not just one plant. Look, this is a grass paspalum plant. And look, all this bit was under the ground here. And look at these big roots coming out. And all the goodness from the ground came up to these leaves. And then the leaves use all the water that they've sucked up through these long, long roots. And each root has got tiny little hairs off it. So it can take lots and lots of minerals from the soil. And look what it grows, this beautiful green plant. But this green plant needs all the goodies from the soil plus the water, but it also needs something. Now, this little plant didn't grow under a lovely heater. It grew under the sunshine. And look, that's how it's got those beautiful green leaves.
Got some seeds on it, that one too.
It has too, Steve. Absolutely. I didn't mention that. Look, Steve, as Steve pointed out, these leaves have grown, and out the top, this is kind of like the flower, and how a flower has seeds in the middle of it. This one has got seeds all along it, and each one of those little seeds, when it gets ready, has to get, look, these ones have already been ready and they've turned yellow, and lots of the seeds have disappeared off and into the ground to make more plants. And that's a really big, interesting topic, is how the plants make other little plants, but they do it through their seeds. Look at that, isn't that interesting? Now I want to show you this one other thing. This is a very big weed. But have a look here. Isn't that a big weed? Shows you the state of parts of Lynda's garden. But look, I love this root system. Look at the root. And you can see the roots are holding on to the dirt, where they've pushed down into the dirt to suck up the water, to suck up the minerals. This is the stem coming right up to the very top. These are the beautiful leaves making the food. And they have to use the sun. They have to use their roots and everything that the roots have got out of the ground, the water and the minerals. And look what's on the top. These are going to be little yellow flowers. Now, I used to pick this weed for our little budgie that we used to have at preschool. We used to have a little budgie long ago, and he loved munching this weed. So it is actually a very precious little weed, really. And it's got little wee flowers, and inside there are seeds, and that's they're going to blow away and make new little plants or weeds. So isn't it just wonderful, boys and girls? I think it's just a miracle. Right, so we're going to sing our special song that we learnt yesterday, and we'll get her guitar, and it's a very familiar tune. But we're going to start with the roots, because just like the roots that we've been looking at, the roots spread out under the ground. And the roots on a plant grow underneath. So as we sing, you can look at the different parts and Lynda will point them out. The roots on a plant grow underneath, underneath, underneath. The roots on a plant grow underneath, underneath the soil. Because that's all the soil, the brown here, where the water water comes in and all the goodies from the soil. Now we've come up to this part. Can you tell me what that part was? We looked at that on those weeds, didn't we? It's the stems on a plant. And the stem holds up the leaves and holds up the flower at the top. The stems on a plant hold up the leaves, up the leaves, up the leaves. The stems on a plant hold up the leaves. The stems are part of a plant, and a very important part. And then we have these beautiful leaves, and they are so important. Every part's important really, but all these help, and this little leaf help these seeds to grow. The leaves on a plant are making food. The leaves on a plant are making food, making food, making food. The leaves on a plant are making food. The leaves are a part of a plant. So we're coming up the little plant, the roots, the stem, the leaf, and now we have the flower. And some plants have beautiful flowers for very special reasons, which we're going to discover later on in research. And some, like our little grass here, doesn't have any flowers at all. Look, just little seeds growing on the side of the special stem that grows. So I guess that's sort of the flower, really, what the flower looks like. But I love flowers that are beautifully coloured, and they have seeds not on the edge of them but right in the middle, so the petals fall off and then the little seeds are inside. So we're going to sing about those flowers now. The flowers on a plant are growing seeds, growing seeds, growing seeds. The flowers on a plant are growing seeds. Seeds are part of a plant. So boys and girls, already you've learned that there's lots of parts to a plant. Plants have to have roots. Plants have to have stems or stalks, some people call them. And definitely they need leaves. And if they want to make new plants, they need a flower or seeds, a part of them that makes those seeds. Very, very important. But there are some strange plants in this world. Not every plant has a root. Not every plant has a leaf. And not every plant has a flower. But mostly they do. We might find out about those unusual flowers a little bit later. Well, boys and girls, it's been so much fun learning about plants. I had to learn myself, and I had to learn this song too, and it's so fun to share it with you. Please be good children, help your mummy and daddy, have fun, enjoy the beautiful sunshine that we're having. Love you lots. Mwah.